What is up, YouTube? I'm AlexBo9000 here to show you a video for top 3 reasons Magikarp is annoyingly promoted. Now, what this means is, there are a bunch of episodes where Magikarp is in it, of course, because Magikarp is one of the first 151 Pokemon that are out, but it usually seems pretty weak. I mean, if you look at its stats, or you just look at his moveset, or whatever you can learn from TMs or HMs, it's pretty useless. But there are subtle and yet some not so subtle ways of showing Magikarp is not weak. I mean, it still is, but for some reason Game Freak wants us to think, oh, well, maybe it can be much more powerful. Maybe if you give it a chance. If you give it a chance, it'll be strong. No, I wouldn't give it a chance. I mean, look at Magikarp. I mean, he doesn't look that strong. I dare you to look at its eyes. They freak me out. Ugh. Jeez Louise. I don't even want to. But number 3 reason, or the third reason. So this one's so far behind because there are much less subtle ways. But these are episodes in Pokemon that make Magikarp seem very powerful. Now, this is one of the episodes that doesn't really make Magikarp seem that powerful, because if you've seen this Kanto episode, then you'd know that Magikarp wasn't very useful. But the Pokemon Triathlon in Sinnoh, for instance, Jessie, when they tried to make it comical, but subtly, they tried showing Magikarp flop its way from last place to first place. I mean, they try to make it seem like it's so fast. It's insane. But they also try making it comical for the kids. So, that's just one of the examples. I mean, there was an episode in Sinnoh also that showed Ash's Pikachu losing to a Magikarp. And I'm not talking just, it was the final stance, they were both weak. I'm talking Magikarp kicked the heck out of Pikachu. I mean, tackle. That's all it used, and somehow it beat Pikachu. I don't even see how it's that useful. Well, there is one way. Number 2. Now, I think most of you saw this coming when I explained it to you, but the reason it's not highest on my list is because this is just one of those things that I think is balancing. I don't recall it overly annoying. I just call it evening out the fact that he's so terrible. Now, that's beyond the point. Gyarados was one of the strongest Region 1 Pokemon. I mean, why would you make that thing? Why would you make this the evolution of a little Magikarp of all Pokemon? It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, there are so many other Pokemon that could have deserved it, and there are so many better Pokemon that would have tried much harder. And by trying much harder, I mean could learn TMs and use actually good moves. Sorry, Dunsparce, you may be one of them, but I guess Game Freak didn't think you were cut out for, turning into a giant dragon thing. Now, that also makes me really angry, because Gyarados should be the evolution of very many things. People theorize that Gyarados should have actually been the final form of Dragonair, which makes a lot of sense. The only thing that wouldn't make any sense is the fact that Magikarp would turn into something almost, or actually more powerful than Gyarados. So none of that makes sense to me, but that's why it's a theory, right? I mean, all of it's all theory. It's all theorized. no one can actually prove that was the thought of game. That was actually what they wanted to do. So, my number one, really, the thing that really just ticks me off about Magikarp being promoted, the last resort. Now, people might think, wait, the last resort? That was that how is that more just annoyingly promoting than Gyarados? Well, have you heard the fisherman who's by the pond in front of the Pokemon Center? That's right above it. Have you ever heard the fisherman talk and then go into the lake? What do you see? A level 70 to 100 Magikarp. A useless, annoying Magikarp. It dies really easily. Its stats are still the terrible we know, but somehow they managed to cram in a super high leveled Pokemon, Magikarp. Of all Pokemon, I could imagine a level 100 Goldeen or level 100 Corsola. Those are at least decent-ish Pokemon. But a Magikarp of all Pokemon, that just doesn't seem right. I mean, think about it. If there was any Pokemon basic form that's a water type you could put in that position, you would not put a Magikarp. Not including legendaries, of course. But you would never choose a Magikarp or Phoebus. I mean, that's the last thing you would choose, besides Phoebus. No offense to Phoebus. I mean, I love Milotic, but I mean, Phoebus and Magikarp are basically the same to me. But I mean, it's not that I hate Magikarp because he does turn into Gyarados, which is super powerful, but it just annoys me that there's so many things that Game Freak does to promote Magikarp that just really just doesn't seem right to me. I mean, they could promote any other Pokemon, but of all Pokemon, they chose to promote Magikarp. That's all, folks. Thanks for watching my YouTube video, and peace out for everyone. Please leave in the comment section any type of advice or any other Pokemon that you might think have annoyingly subtle or are being promoted subtly. I mean, not including Pikachu or Charizard, because those are too obvious. But anything that you might think would be something that would just gets on your nerves from something too subtle. But anyways, that's all for me. Peace out.